Today we are going to see about living world. In that we are going to see about fungi. Here Sir Alexander Fleming discovered the penicillin in the year 1928. The use of penicillin in the form of yellow powder to save the lives of the soldier. So this discovery gave him a Nobel Prize. He shared Nobel Prize in Medicine in the year 1945 along with Ernest Boris Chain and Sir Howard Walter Florey. The word fungus is derived from Latin meaning mushroom. Fungi are ubiquitous, eukaryotic, achlorophyls, heterotrophic. Okay, ma? Ubiquitous. Ubiquitous means it is seen all over the places. So only it is called as what? Ubiquitous. Eukaryotic. Okay, ma? So here the nucleus is not well. The nucleus is well bounded with the membrane. So only it is called as what? Eukaryotic. And it is chlorophyll is absent. So it is called as achlorophyll. Heterotrophic. They depend upon others for their food. It is called as heterotrophic. Here the fungi exist in the form of either unicellular or multicellular. Okay, ma? So unicellular means they will appear either in the single cell or they will be having many cells. If it is having many cells, then it is called as multicellular. The study of fungi is called as mycology. The study of fungi is called as what, ma? Mycology. Now we are going to see about the general character features of fungi. So here the fungi are thin filamentous branched one. Here since it is a thin filamentous, it is called as hyphae. So here the hyphae, many hyphae, they will have interwoven themselves. They will join together as a network and they form as a mycelium. And their cell wall, the fungi cell wall is made up of polysaccharide and which is called as chitin. Fungal mycelium is of two types. Either the presence or absence of the septate. It is classified into two types. So the fungal mycelium, it is of two types by the presence or absence of the septa. Septa is a cross wall seen in between the hyphae. Okay, ma? In lower fungi, the hyphae are said to be aseptate. Aseptate means the septum is absent. Okay, ma? So they are multinucleate. Since it is multinucleate, it is having many nucleus, it is called as cenocytic mycelium. In higher fungi, septum is seen in between the cells of the hyphae. The mycelium is organized into loosely or compactly, okay, interwoven fungal tissues, and this is called as plectenchyma. Okay, the mycelium is loosely or compactly arranged and they are interwoven fungal tissues. They are commonly called as plectenchyma, and this plectenchyma is further divided into prosenchyma and pseudoparenchyma. Prosenchyma. Here the hyphae are loosely arranged but they are parallel to one another. In pseudoparenchyma, okay, the hyphae are completely arranged and lose their identity. Methods of reproduction in fungi. Asexual reproduction. Zoospores. They are flagellate structure produced in zoosporangia. Example, citrids. Conidia. The spores produced on conidiospores. Example, Aspergillus and Penicillium. Oidea, Thalasspores, Orthospores. The hyphae divide and develop into spores called oidea. Fission. The vegetative cell divides into two daughter cells. Example, yeast. Budding. A small outgrowth is developed on parent cell which gets detached and become independent. Example is Chlamydophore. Thick-walled resting spores are called chlamydospores. Example Fusarium. Sexual reproduction. Planogametic copulation. Fusion of motile gametes is called planogametic copulation. Isogamy. Fusion of morphologically and physiologically similar gametes. Example Syncytium. Anisogamy. Fusion of morphologically or physiologically dissimilar gametes. Example Allomyces. Oogamy. Fusion of both morphologically and physiologically dissimilar gametes. Gametangial contact. During sexual reproduction, a contact is established between antheridium and oogonium. Antheridium is the male part and oogonium is the female hyphae. Example albigo. Gametangial copulation. Fusion of gametangia to form zygospore. Example Mucor and Rhizopus. Spermatization. In this method, a uninucleate microconidium is transferred to receptive hyphal cell. Example Puccinia. Somatogamy. Fusion of two stomatic cells of the hyphae is called as somatogamy. Example Agaricus.